honestly, we said it. Those who think that they are doing the wrong thing and they are jubilating over it and they are bragging and boasting about it, they don't even know what they have done to themselves. Yes, this issue of Agbero has been the bane of conversation all this while, and people have been talking about it. Oh, the manner to which they've been oppressing people, especially in Lagos and in some part of states or part of the country, some states in the country. And I remember vividly when the issue of a banditry was really on top gear, which is still there now. It's like a lot of people from that particular area, from the zone, from the northern region, they have been able to know how to get through to all this. Some of them are paying bandits. They are paying them fines. They are paying them before they go to their farms and what have you. And during this electioneering period, they have been reduced, or they have reduced their operational attacks, and which of course we know the reason why all of these are happening very soon. Of course they might still start. It's not because they have been overpowered by the security people, but we know the game that they have been playing, and some of the politicians have been fingered. But let's just leave that. I remember then when Lai Mohammed said, oh, why are they making this issue of banditry a big deal, all those whatever, that even in Lagos they still have people who are collecting, they are collecting fines, they are collecting whatever, just as farmers were paying and are still paying these so-called bandits before they could access their farms, and they have a limited time to even access their farms. Some of them are even paying taxes to these bandits. That why is it that Nigerians are making it a big deal that even in Lagos, all these Agberos, that the same thing that these guys are doing is the same thing that bandits are doing? So the whole thing is just everywhere, because he was trying to defend or trying to tell Nigerians or tell the whole world that they have been doing tremendously well as far as trying to reduce the operation of these bandits. So he was not saying, oh, they are all over the place. It is not it is not just happening in the north alone. And people came for him. Why would you be describing Agberos with a bandits? And he was so sure of what he was saying. But later people began to understand what he meant by that, because hey, for that Lagos, you don't go drink water. Maybe if you keep cup, you don't go fit. And we know the power that the state government has given to these people. So not until recently now Nigerians can now see better, and they are now emboldened, because they are giving an excuse that because somebody said, or some people said, oh, Lagos is no man's land, and they committed a sacrilege, an abomination. So this issue of democracy, we are not operating under democracy again. We are operating under it's just like, it's even worse than military rule. And the same Tinubu who has been bragging that he fought for democracy. So this is the democracy he was hoping to, he thought he was fighting, or he was bragging he fought. So to come and do this, what we are experiencing now, both the state governor, both the Tinubu himself, they've not issued any statement. Of course, because who are these people working for? Because they came out boldly to say, if you are not voting APC, forget about it. And now international community is looking at their case, because they are going to be regarded as terrorists as well. Yes, because what are they doing? They took lives of people, deleted people's life. They came out and carried gun. People saw them, journalists saw them, observers saw them. So what are you saying? We see the videos all around. What are you talking about? And the policemen were looking the other side, the security forces were looking the other way. At least we know that journalists reported this issue, because you can't tell us that oh, individuals, of course police, they have come to tell us that oh, there wasn't a widespread violence in Lagos, and people are like seriously, are you guys for real? So their matter now. And that was why MC Oluomo quickly made another video after he had bragged that he was going to do this, he was going to do that. But at the end of the day, he just quickly made a video trying to tell us that that was not what he meant. But everything he said where all the things that he said were carried out. All the things that he said were carried out by his boys, because he told them, he gave them targets, he gave them instructions, and which they carried out those instructions. So what are we talking about? So their activities, is it not even worse than, just like Mohammed said, is it not worse than terrorists? It's worse. We could see it. Everybody saw it. This is no matter of they say. So to them, they felt that oh, they have done something that nobody could challenge them for. But exactly what I said, that they didn't even know what what they were doing and the implication of what they have done. But now it's coming to haunt them. It's coming to haunt them. And I've said it, that this idea of people saying that, oh, Boko Haram will come, this and bandits or whatever, you don't need all those ones, because they've already made themselves known that they are even worse than that, than those people. Those ones will be operating in their region, in the northern region. Why they themselves will be operating in this region? They've tagged IPOB, they've tagged them a terrorist group. They said they are the 10 deadliest terrorist group in the world, according to World Index, which that is still people are not agreeing to. Of course, the Nigerian government has already tagged them terrorist group. So now with these guys just brought themselves out, because what they did, what they have been doing, is worse than even the terrorists that Nigerians or the whole world has been talking about. Even before now, most of the time when they are fighting, we have seen just recently, I don't think it's even up to 6 months or so, when they were fighting among themselves because of power tussle. What happened at the end of the day? They killed somebody in broad daylight. Till today, nothing happened. Nobody was arrested. This was not done at midnight. It was done during daytime, and everybody saw what happened. Till today, nothing happened. And the government of the state, Lagos State, said there's nothing they're going to do about Agbero, because they are using them. But thank God they've brought themselves out for the whole world to see. Are they going to be denying it? They are justifying the reason why they did that. And majority of their people are supporting them, that they did it just to prove a point that Lagos is Yoruba land. That is it. So it is really, really unfortunate. We said it. Even the aftermath of all this nonsense, I just hope and I pray. Of course, it has created a lot of rancors here and there. Lots of people are hurting. And now they've brought themselves out for the international community to tag them as terrorist group. So guys, that's just it. Let's say your opinion and have your take on this.